All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Live with App 5. This is, y'all don't even know what episode this is. Don't even worry about it. I'll let y'all guys know. But we got a special guest in the building, the most humble dude I've met in the last decade. Juanye, a.k.a. Ye, is in the building. Take that mic, my brother. I'm sorry.
Appreciate you.
I got mine.
This is good. This is good right here?
A little closer. Thank you, my brother, for doing this. I know you don't do this. I know I am humbled. I'm honored that you're sitting down with me. You know, we've known each other for a while. And I was just telling my producer, when we met, what up, you know, Elliot and everybody we know.
Yeah.
And you just chill, right?
Yeah.
Thank God I didn't treat you like a piece of shit. That's why you got to treat everybody the same, because it turns out, hold up, I got to do this.
That's a fact.
I don't usually do it. He's not going to do it, ladies and gentlemen. I have to do it. So give me a second. This guy is not regular. Where's the title? Wait. Where's the, here you go. He's the CEO and founder, and correct me if I didn't get anything wrong here. He's the CEO and founder of Seeing Sound Records. The man has produced over 350 million streams. It might be 500 by now. These numbers might be a little old. They might be a little old, right?
Yeah.
It might be 500 by now.
They're missing.
Yeah. He's worked with some of the biggest names in the industry. Also, there's more. Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Sisters on BET. The man has worked with the World Wrestling Entertainment SmackDown. What the hell is that about? We're gonna get into like how does this happen? Yo, WWE is crazy. Wow, bro, you busy. Juanye is in the building again. Yes. I'm sorry, I gotta say it again. AKA his friends call him Ye.
Yay.
How do you stay so humble, bro? Let's just start with that. How do you stay so humble? With that resume, people might lose their ego mind, bro. Like they will just go crazy.
Yeah. Man, I don't know. I feel like I've always just been like that.
Might be born and raised.
Yeah, cause like I don't know. I'm not really much of a talker. You know that. You see me around. I don't really say too much. I don't really. So it's kind of just always been, my personality and my demeanor. You know, just growing up, just always been, and then just feeling like, anything could just be taken from you at any given moment. So
that's a fact.
Yeah, so you just gotta just appreciate things, So, yeah, I'm cool. And then I guess it's just I kind of don't want people to like treat me a little bit different. You feel me? It's like I'd rather people just don't know, because then it's just like I really see how you really feel about me and how you really, you feel me, view me. So.
That's what I'm saying. I'm glad I was cool.
Right.
I'm glad I was showing you love from the beginning, genuine love.
Yeah.
Cause if I was a douchebag, then I'd be like, yo, no, I don't want to be on your podcast. Get the fuck away from me. But let's go to born and raised, because I'm pretty sure that got something to do with it.
Yeah.
Where were you born and raised? BX?
The Bronx.
Hell yeah, baby.
The Bronx. Dawes Neck.
Dawes Neck, yo.
Yeah, born and raised.
Bird is killing me. Nigga, you ain't gonna have me on the show, nigga. Right. I'm like, yo, bro, what we gonna talk about? We gonna figure it out. So now I got Rick. So I might do something, but I think I want to do it like not like this. I want to bring the cameras to them.
Okay.
And I want to be like on the corner of Dewey.
Okay.
And let them talk about him and Rick. Let them talk about the hood and the past and the history. Yeah. Because Dawes Neck gets forgotten about.
Yes.
It's like the Far Rockaway of the Bronx.
Yes.
So I'm not bugging, right? So what was it like growing up over there?
It was cool. People didn't know where the fuck we was from, and it's crazy because I went to Lehman, so nice. Like I'm right there in Lehman. Like all of that area is still from all the way in the back to up into Lehman, Westchester Square, where Meet the Eye is. We still consider that all of that Dawes Neck for the most part, because like it's still like right there. Mm-hmm. So like even going to Lehman and just saying like, yeah, I'm from Dawes Neck. It's just, what the fuck is that? Where's that? And it's like, yo, you're basically in Dawes Neck. Like we're right here.
You're right there.
Yeah. So it's just like, it was cool. Definitely a different kind of experience, because I did grow up in the projects, born and raised, and but it's not your typical projects. Like not to say that we're like it's like soft or anything like that. It's real shit that happens there as well. You know, I've seen some shit happen like right in front of my face.
No,
But
no joke.
yes, but like it's not like the Wild Wild West though. Like at like certain different parts of the Bronx, like it's not like that over there. Like it's pretty cool, it's pretty chill. For the most part, growing up, you know, people had their issues, but for the most part, it was pretty chill and like a kind of like family oriented. Like it wasn't like no
The
like
neighborhood took care of each other. Type thing?
yeah, like it wasn't like yo this side is beefing with that side. Like we had a situation like that before, but it just wasn't like always like that, you know. So it was pretty cool even growing up over there. You know, I love Dawes Neck. I love Dawes Neck. Like Dawes Neck is one of the best
unified.
areas.
Cause
Yeah.
For Dawnfest, y'all came out
Oh
deep.
yeah, we popped out. We
Y'all
showed
popped out for
I'm glad
Dawnfest.
everybody had a good time.
No, it was a man, 1 and 2.
1 and 2.
One
right?
and 2. So
Yeah.
what was what was it like your relationship with your parents?
Always great. Yeah.
They were together?
So when I was about 5, my father, you know, he was in the streets.
Mm-hmm.
So he was hustling, going to like Baltimore and shit like that, like hustling out there.
That was the way back in the day.
Yeah.
Baltimore was one of the
He tells me all the time, like
Yeah, I
Bird,
remember them
like
days.
so that's how, like, you know, not only knowing Bird from the area, but my father, like Bird knows my pops very well.
Mm-hmm.
So every time he gets a chance, he tell even Elliot, yo, this nigga pops, yo, like, so my pops was ill back then, like,
Yeah.
so he's traveling, he's doing this, he's doing that, and when I was 5 years old, and I remember this shit like it was yesterday, he was arrested. I think we was going to go rent a movie or some shit like that. Like me, my mother, my sister, and my pops, and we got in a car right on the side of my building. And if I'm not mistaken, I think my mother said that she forgot something upstairs. She was just telling me the story. She was like, "Yo, I forgot something upstairs," and I had ran back upstairs real quick. And by the time I came down, like the car was like surrounded by cops.
Wow.
So when I was 5 years old, my pops was arrested, and yeah. So from like 5 up until like when I was like maybe like 10, so like 5 years. He was. So in that time, I mean, my father is a wild dude. Like I love my pops to death, but he was wild. So he was, you know, doing his little side missions and having kids and all of that. So my mother started finding out when he was arrested, like when he was in jail, like yo, you got this one.
The truth comes
Hold
out.
on.
Everybody want to visit.
Right. So now my pops is like, now my mom's is on something like, yo, I can't do this anymore. Like I can't. So I think maybe it might have been within like that first year or two, she wound up like divorcing him and leaving him. So
It was married for real, paperwork married.
oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it was just me and my sister and my mom's. My father's away, and then when I was about like 8, so like 3 years into his bid, she had met my step pops. So she's been with my step pops since I was literally like 8 years old.
They together now?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a blessing.
Yup. They got 2. My little brother and my little sister.
That's a blessing.
Yeah, facts. So
Mama found another a better love.
a good dude. Yeah,
Hey, good, you know?
yeah, a good dude.
And there's
My
nothing
pops,
wrong with your pops.
my pops.
God bless him.
My pops tell me though, he be like, yo,
I fucked up.
I fucked up. Man. Fucked up. He fucked up twice actually, but yeah, my mom was definitely the one that he fucked up with. But even like, you know, throughout the years, I've always maintained a great relationship with my pops. Like my pops was like one of my best friends.
That's beautiful.
You know? Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yep. So
We need that. We need that guidance.
yeah.
And I'm pretty sure, you know, the way you grew up, you know, you got both parents in your life, even though they're not together. Your step pops probably, you know, ran some, you know, gave you some game and taught you as well.
Yeah, for sure.
So I'm guarantee you that's where, you know, that's where we get our you know, if you're an asshole, you get it from somewhere. If you humble, you know, in your case, super humble.
Yeah.
What kind of kid were you growing up? Troublemaker? You don't.
Nah.
I could tell you were not a troublemaker.
So like, I mean, I've you know, especially being in the projects and shit like that. Like I definitely like dabbled with, you know, just regular teen shit, but I wasn't bad. Like like my pops. I never was hit as a kid, like never. Like my pops probably.
You from that generation?
Yeah, like maybe like one time, like I've gotten threatened about if you keep on I'm pretty sure my parents didn't really have an issue doing it if I needed it. Like I think in like matter of fact, it was like the year 2000. It's like the year 2000 summer camp or some shit like that, and I was acting up a little bit in summer camp. Like my father's a Harlem nigga, So like I spent like some of my life in Harlem as well. Like I've lived in Harlem like two or three times throughout my life. And this particular summer I was living in Harlem the year 2000, and I was going to summer camp, and I was a little, being a little bad, not listening and shit like that. And my father, he came home from work, and that was it. Yeah, and he only needed to do it one more time, and I mean one time, and that was it.
He was good. He was good.
That was it. So yeah, growing up, I was never really that bad. Like even in school and shit like that. Like I wasn't a straight A student, but like I didn't really even cut until like I was in like 10th grade. Like I was scared to do this.
High school
shit.
was fun though.
It was fun. It was mad fun.
It was fun.
It was mad fun. But I knew my parents didn't really play, so I ain't even really. With the cutting thing, it didn't happen until maybe I was like the 10th, 11th grade. Then I started like, little shit. But other than that, yeah.
And you graduated and everything, right?
Yeah.
See, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. I got my GED. I tell everybody that went to Lehman.
You did it.
Because that's a fact. Because one of my guests, or Killer Mike. He went to Lehman.
I know him from school too.
The dude, Wilfred, that did the movie. He was one of he's a movie film guy. He went to Lehman.
Yeah.
So I tried to get into Lehman, but I was from the Hunts Point side, so they were like, nah, your grades is horrible.
Damn.
But so you already mentioned your siblings. How are they like impressed? Like, oh my God, you work with this person? Send me a picture or selfie. They just chill. Everybody's chill with your success.
Everybody's chill. The only sibling that was. They all pretty chill about it, because it's like, I guess it's because I'm humble about it, and they're not like I'm fairly close with all my siblings. So the only one's my little sister. She was like a really big A Boogie fan. So I think one time, and shout out to Omanaya. I think it was probably around the time that he first started working with Boogie, and they was filming a video and shit like that, and I wasn't there. It was right down a block from my mom's crib. So my mother was like, "Oh yeah, your sister mentioned," and I'm just like, "Oh yeah, they shooting like it's right down the block." I'm like, yo, go ahead, take her to the video shoot and shit like that. She could see, Boogie. I'll let my boy O know. I don't even know if O remembers, but wow. I remember, like, I told him, like, yo, my little sister, and she met him real quick, and she was mad hype, mad excited, like, oh shit, my brother got a little,
got a little pull,
yeah. So but other than that, they all pretty chill, like, they all pretty chill. They don't. Cause even at like family gatherings, we don't even really talk about that shit like that. Like my family might ask me like, "Yo, how's your career going and everything?" And they were like, "Oh, like I seen you did it." Like, congrats.
They just want to see you happy. That's it.
Yeah, my family, they don't even, it's real regular. So
no star structure.
Nah.
But you know what I'm starting to realize now? Now that I'm on this side and I'm doing my thing here, my guests are getting a little better and better.
Yeah.
So I'm having conversations. Like I just had another conversation with another producer. I'll let you know after this.
Okay.
But let's say 50 hits me, or Alicia Keys or whatever. Some of these people, like, I don't think I'm gonna panic. I'll be hyped. I'm like, oh shit.
Right.
But I'm still gonna, this is because I need to let them know that I'm able to do this.
Exactly.
You can't sit next to I don't care if it's your favorite whoever in the whole wide world.
Yeah.
And even if in your case, you might have worked with someone that you looked up to. Now you in a room with them and they're looking at you like, they're staring at you. Okay, how's that beat coming along? And now y'all got to actually work together. So you can't be starstruck.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So now I understand it.
Right.
But, because I'm doing this and I'm talking to people about, certain interviews, and you better be ready. Because like Mark Anthony, that's like a Puerto Rican idol. If I get Mark Anthony one day, what I'm gonna do? Panic?
Right. You gotta keep your composure. You gotta
get
show
ready.
Him that you
can do
about this. Yeah. That's a fact, bro.
But I kind of understand what you go through now, or in the beginning at least. So where did the music come from? You did so after Lehman, did you do any type of music type stuff? Or?
So like I've always been heavy on music. Like growing up, like I loved Michael Jackson, That was like, so like musically and like, you know, as far as like dancing goes, like he was just my like everything. So I've always like, but growing up, it like I wasn't really doing music, any kind of music growing up. Like I love basketball, and I love to draw.
That's
and,
interesting.
Yeah, and I loved to dance. Like those three things right there was
Yeah,
like
you be getting crazy. You be getting crazy. Not too often, but sometimes you get crazy.
I'm retired.
You gotta
Man.
be in the mood.
Right. I got crazy at fucking
At Nino shit, right? Post?
no,
Was it post?
Yeah. But Meet Theater last night.
Yeah.
I was just like,
Last night you got crazy?
Yeah, I woke up like, yo.
I gotta get crazy today.
Yeah, like I just felt like it's been a little minute, like so.
You know, they might forget who
Right,
the fuck you
yeah,
is.
that's
you know
a
what I
fact.
mean?
Yeah, so
You gonna battle an 18-year-old one day.
yo, I feel like I'm 18. I look like I'm 18, so it's like, you know,
Nah, but you get busy, man.
Yeah, word. So yeah, growing up, like I was into art and shit like that. Like even before I wasn't even trying to go to Lehman. I was trying to go to this art school.
For music and art. Or
It was like for like architect and shit like that.
okay.
So like, I was drawing like buildings and shit like that. I was drawing like anime and shit like that. Yeah, so
okay.
I was kind of dabbling a little in. I didn't get accepted to the art school, so I wound up going to Lehman. But yeah, just growing up, yeah, it was always basketball, dancing, and art.
So the music came later.
Music came later, even though I was still like my love for music was always there. Like I always like loved it. I just never thought like me like being in the industry. Like I never like
that's what I'm bugging out. Like
yeah, like it. So, and it's great. Like I was always the music guy. Growing up though, like I was 10, 11, burning CDs for people and shit like that. Like they always, yo, we gotta. They used to call me D or like DC or whatever. That was my name back then when I was younger. It's like, we gotta go to him to get the music. So like in my area, like I was always the, yo, can you make me a CD? Yo, can you put music on my MP3 player? Like all of that shit. So I've always been that
savvy guy.
Yeah, I've always, even when it came to like, well, I'm pretty sure the statute of limitations passed, but you know, the illegal music and
Napster and all that.
Yeah, download it and then loading people's iPods up with them with music and shit like that. LimeWire, jailbreaking people's phones and shit like that. Yeah, I was doing. Yeah, I was a tech guy and a music guy still. Like everybody came to me for the fire music. So yeah, I feel like it was evident, like it was gonna happen. Cause like me thinking about it now, growing up, it's just like, yo, like yeah, like I was always I had the good ear for putting these CDs together that were fire, and everybody loved them. So, the music came like after I graduated from Lehman, and I was going to BMCC, and music, like I was dancing at that time. But I was going to school. So I was going to BMCC. I was just taking up business. Like I just wanted to like get into business and maybe like
get the credits or whatever.
Yeah, and then like even just like owning businesses and shit like that. Like I've always wanted to do that too. So yeah, getting into music, like it was Russell Simmons actually. That's who like I got my inspiration from music. Like I ran into him in person. Like,
oh wow.
Yeah, I was coming from class on my way home, and I was just walking to the train, and then I just like I'm walking. I got my headphones in. I'm bopping, blah blah, and I walked by this dude. So like I walked by, looked at him, kept it moving. I took a couple steps. I'm like, yo, what the fuck?
That's Russell.
And I turned around and like, no, it was just him.
Yeah.
Turned around and this dude was just getting in like a fucking Maybach or some shit like that. And I just sat there and just looked like, nah, this school shit ain't it. Like I gotta do something with my life. Like I gotta really
right?
do
At
something.
that moment?
At that moment.
Wow.
I was like, nah. Like I'm like, yo, like something gotta give.
That
like,
Maybach did it?
The Maybach did it. He was dressed mad regular. Like he looked like he could have been my uncle or some shit. So it was just that, him, like just like the connection of that.
You saw that, okay, it's doable because he's just chilling.
He looks like
normal.
He could have, like, that looked like me when I get older or some shit like that. It looks like somebody I know.
It's
like
doable.
somebody
It's
in my
definitely
family.
doable.
Exactly. And you getting into a Maybach. And I was just like, nah, what? Like he had on just jeans, a vest, like chilling hat. And that train ride home, yo, that probably was like the longest train ride ever, because I was sitting there just thinking of everything. Like, yo, like, I was already good with computers. I loved music. I was already like, my ear. And I was just like, yo, I just need to figure out something to do. And I remember like, I'm gonna make beats. Like, I'm like, yo, one of my close friends at the time, his name is SNS. He's from Harlem.
Mm-hmm.
His father is DJ SNS, legendary DJ.
Yeah,
that was my
hell yeah.
That was my best friend. Like, I'm talking about, like, we was inseparable. Like, so we started together, me and him.
Okay.
I gave him the phone call when I got off the train, and I was like, yo, bro, I just saw Russell Simmons getting into a Maybach, bro. Like, just casually, just randomly on, like, coming from school just now. Like, yo, he was already rapping. He was already like lit, on Hot 97 and shit like that, like radio. So I was like, yo, let's do this shit, bro. Me and you. Like, I'm like, yo, we could just be like Jay-Z and Pharrell type shit. Like, yo, you rapping, I'm doing the beats for you type shit, like, and he was with it. He was like, yo, let's do it. But he was like, yo, you see how I got some movement right now. I want to do this, but I need you to get on your shit fast, though, because shit could pop off at any minute, and I need you.
Yeah, we're not starting the same. Like, you started from nothing, but he's already moving.
That's what I'm saying.
He's like,
so if shit pop off next month,
you better be ready.
Yeah, like, and it's just like, yo, bro, if I'm working with this, isn't like, bro, you got to be on point. You feel me? So that definitely made me like get better, like, fast too. Like, I learned on my own. Like, I'm self-taught.
Right, so let's bring it back for a second, because from you singing Russell that day, what do you have as far as to make beats? You have anything, or you had to buy stuff?
I don't have anything. I have a computer, like a laptop. Like, I had a laptop, and I think I had a computer.
So what did you need?
I mean, technically,
in that world what do you need?
So, like, I mean, now we're in a day and age of, like,
Amazon.
Yeah, like,
we didn't have that before.
And even like now well, at that time it still wasn't even really that easy and popular to just like wake up and just be on something like, yo, I want to make beats. Like,
like B&H or something like that?
You go to B&H, yeah, that's the music, one of the, like, not really a music store, but a tech store, like, cameras, microphones, all type of shit.
Okay.
But just my computer and just downloading the software. I just downloaded FL. I'm like, so now I have to do my research, because now I'm like, yo, what do I want to use? So they got different things: Reason, FL Studio, Logic, Ableton, different. So I'm doing my research and my homework on
from the ground,
different
bro.
things. Yeah,
From nothing.
No
OG, no uncle, nothing.
Nothing.
Wow.
Nothing at all.
That is crazy.
I just downloaded the program and just late nights, 3, 4 in the morning, on YouTube, just, oh, this is how you do this? I bet. Go into the program, learning how to, like, really just self-taught. Like, just myself, just 4 in the morning.
That is fucking amazing, bro.
Yeah. And then, like, I've had my help, like, along the way and shit like
100%.
that. Yeah, like, my boy Ray died. Like, he was making beats as well, so he would come over, give me little, like, pointers and tips that he might have known and shit that I didn't know. Yeah, a couple people, my boy Dapper and shit like that. Like, a couple people would come over, but, like, as far as, like, start getting started, it was just all me, just late nights and just doing it, bro.
So would you say, sorry to cut you off.
Yeah.
Would you say there is no excuse if you want to do something, you can do it? There's no excuse?
Yeah, no, it's absolutely not. Like,
because
if you want to do something. You're talking
about, you started from nothing.
Yeah.
And all these credits I just read off, and you started from nothing.
Yeah, and all of that is still, on the humble, all of that is still me. All of those are not really just, like, plays. Like, a lot of that shit is, like, even now, I don't even have a manager. I've had managers before. But, like, even when I had managers and shit like that, a lot of it was just me, just being hungry and just reaching out and shit like that. So, like, the PnB Rock situation wasn't like that. I know we're gonna get into it, but like that was still me getting up and going out and meeting people. You feel me? And just meeting certain people to put me in certain rooms and shit like that. But it was no, oh, yo, you got a manager or something like that, or like plugging me into, yo, I got my boy, like, he does beats or whatever, I manage him, blah blah. Like, yo, let's work. And nah, it was just literally just me, like, DMing people and just popping up in real life.
Oh no, I am there.
Right.
Bro, now I don't go out, cause like before when we met, I was just hanging out with Ellie, having a good time with Ellie or whatever.
Yeah.
Bro, now I got my cards on me. I got my stickers to give to the DJs. So now I'm in network mode.
Right, yeah.
You never know who's gonna walk. It could be
never know.
Noma, for example, the young girl that Nino's working with.
Yeah.
She walked in. I met her manager. I gave him a card. I said, "Yo, she's up and coming. Pull up."
Yeah.
And he's like, "Well, really?" I was like, "Yeah, like let's do this." So it's now I look at like I'm like that. Like I don't leave my house, but I'm like, nah, I gotta go network.
Yeah, man.
Before it was I want to get drunk.
Right.
I'm not even thinking about that shit no more.
Right.
I'm like, cause being in these rooms, bro, you don't know who's gonna walk through that door.
You don't.
Like I got phone numbers of people in the industry on my phone, like their number, and I text them, and they're like, "Yo, when I'm in town, I'm gonna hit you up." So I'm having conversations with people that are in the industry now,
Yeah.
So and it's like you said, you got to be ready.
You have to.
But back to your point, that networking is everything. Bro.
It is.
You got who's gonna do it for you? You gotta do it
Nobody.
yourself.
Yep. I could have. One of my biggest moments in my life. I'm not going to like share too much yet because you might want to bringing it up. But it has something to do with me getting up and just getting out, like going out there. Like it was raining that day and everything. I wasn't even driving at this time. This is in 2018. And I was having a rough year that year. And I was gonna meet up with my boy DJ Webstar, and then my boy TJ, who was we're probably gonna get into that too. I'm gonna wait.
No, tell your story. Don't mind.
Okay.
Don't mind.
So TJ is one of Chris Brown's like best friends. Like they live together. Like
Oh no, he just came home.
yes,
He posted him.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's my guy right there. So we met up in Harlem. Like I'm coming from Dawes Neck. I'm coming from this side. So like I'm traveling all the way. Like something told me that day, yo, just go, bro. It's raining. I gotta travel all the way.
You're
over
not in the
there.
mood.
Yeah, but just go. And that night, just life changing. Literally life changing. And now I talk to like friends and whoever, and I just be on some like all that lazy shit. And yo, I don't want to go outside.
No excuses.
Yeah, like it's cold and shit like that. Like that's an excuse. Like you feel me? So it's just like I'm like, yo, one of my biggest moments in my life happened because I just sat there and was on some like, yo, just get up. It was pouring raining. I ain't had no business really being outside, but they wanted to meet up and have drinks and shit like that. Drinks turned into a meeting, and a meeting turned into meeting this person, and this person like, wait, you did this record, and you don't got no, call me tomorrow.
Wow.
It changed my life. 2018, so.
So before 2018, you was dabbling?
Yeah, I was just, making beats for local artists and my friends and shit like that. Like, still had, I had track, because my biggest record came out, one of my big records, and that was really like the start of everything was in 2016 when I was working with this, she's from Chicago. Her name is Tony Romiti, and she was big on like Vine and shit like that. She was like a comedian / singer.
Yeah.
So like, that was the start of it, 2016. But then 2018 was my first publishing deal. And that's the situation I'm talking about. Like me, like the dude saw my credits and was on some like, yo, you ain't got no publishing deal?
You ain't got no backup. you need some backup.
Like, what the hell is going on? And I'm like, nah, I ain't got no publishing deal. He's like, you doing this shit by yourself? I said, yeah. It's like, yo, here's my number. Call me tomorrow. It's like, all right, cool. And that same dude, his name is Don. Shout out to Don, older guy. And he put me in position to get my first pub deal. So I got my pub deal maybe like a month after I met him. Like
what
he really
does that
came
mean
through.
for the people? I don't know. Have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I know. We all hear these words.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? But if you're not in that world, you don't know what the hell that is.
Right.
What does that even mean?
So a publishing deal is, it's just, off your publishing. So you get with a pub company that basically collects your royalties. So all like the streams and everything like that your music is doing and shit like that.
Yeah.
Mechanical streams, everything like just different, like wherever. Your shit could be getting played in fucking Walmart and shit like that.
Yeah.
Like all of that shit goes through like a database. So everything is like tracked and shit like that, and then basically the pub company goes out and gets your money. Basically, just they collect your money, and you can as a producer, as an artist, writer, whoever, you want to get with a PRO, which is a performance right organization. Like so, those are they collect your income as well. They collect your stream, your data, and all of that. So they have a different a couple different PROs out there. The main two is BMI and ASCAP. So
I heard about BMI.
So I'm with ASCAP, but ASCAP doesn't collect everything. There are still places that they can't really get to. So I get my publishing through ASCAP, but when you get with a publishing company, like an actual company, they get shit that you can't even really get to. So they really collecting all your money, like every single place, like.
And they eating too, so they want to get.
They eating too.
They trying to get that money.
That's the thing.
They want to get their money.
they give you an advance, up front. I mean, everything is negotiable. My first pub deal was actually a co-pub deal. I didn't want to give up all my publishing because I was a little bit like nervous about that. I was like, And the first they offered me a regular pub deal at first, but then I was just like, I wanted a little bit more money, and they was like, all right, cool. We're gonna give you a little bit more of an upfront, but we're gonna do no. Matter of fact, it wasn't even a co-pub deal. It was an admin deal. So it's a little bit like they take a little bit less on the pub side.
Yeah.
I've been with them 3 times. Like they keep re-signing me because I'm recouping their money. Yeah. So they give me an advance. The advance is just like a loan. Yeah, so they give you that. Yeah, they give you that. They gotta recoup their money back. Mm-hmm. And I recoup with them every single time. So every single time I recoup, like the first,
you're a good investment.
Yeah, the first time they was on some like, yo, you recoup the money, like, do you want to extend? Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it.
2 more years. They try to get me for 4 years, and I like to do them like real small, because then if like a big situation does come, like a bigger situation comes, then it's like I'm not locked into something. Like I know one of my boys, he was locked in. I forgot what company it was, but he was with them for like 10 years plus.
Damn.
And he produced a big record back in the day. But not even really back in it's in 2000s, but well, you could say back in the day now. It's crazy. But She Got Her Own by Jamie Foxx, Neo, and Fab. Yeah, he did that record. And he still was locked in with some shit for like 10 years. So it's like, I wanted nothing crazy on the advanced side, just, enough. And then I'm able to recoup for you for them. And then if I wanna renew, then we do it again. If not, I could walk away and just either be a free agent or I go with somebody else,
So, mind you, I just want you to know, I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about, but it's okay. The people do.
I tried, y'all. I tried.
He tried. But back to from the moment. Okay, so let me try to help myself. So you signed, right?
Yeah.
So whatever you did before that counts. So that's nothing. That don't count, right?
No, that's what they signed me off of. They signed me off of my previous work.
Oh, got you.
Because they're on some like, yo, we see
this guy got talent.
Right. So I mean, everything starts 4 years before that. That's when I got my first manager, legendary dude, Corey Rooney. He's worked with J-Lo. Like he's did like
I definitely heard that name before.
Big records, J-Lo. He's worked with Michael Jackson, Mariah Carey, all of that. Mm-hmm. So it really started at that time. That's when I started really moving around. He signed us,
shaking and baking.
Signed us and flew us to LA. So I lived in LA for like 3-4 months.
Oh, nice. How was that?
Yeah,
it's different, right?
Loved it. Yeah, I loved it. Oh man, and I needed that getaway at that time. I was going through like a big breakup, 7 years. So like I needed to like get out. You feel me?
You needed that for sure.
Yeah, I needed that, and it was dope. But yeah, so it starts there. Boom, I'm signed with him for like 2 years. Then that's when the Tony Romiti situation happened. So now I'm moving with her, right? So now we doing this, we doing that. Our record is blowing up. The very first record is collectively right now probably over 200 million streams. But this is the first record that we ever put out together, me and her.
Wow.
People don't really hit like that. You know, it could be a hit or miss, but people don't really hit, right?
Yeah.
Even I slept on it.
Yeah.
Because, like, she had just put out a record. So, like, I reached out to her directly on Instagram. DM'd her, yo, I'm a producer from Bronx, New York, blah, blah, blah. She's like, yo, let's work. Let's do it. I'm sending her beats. Probably took, like, a good, like, month or two for us to finally get something, but we put it out. I'm looking at her numbers before that. She's doing okay. She had a big record called Nothing on Me. Yeah, Nothing on Me. And but the record that she just put out a month ago, the streams weren't that crazy.
Yeah.
So when we put this record out, I'm like, it's gonna do alright. Like it's gonna be alright. The first week, 100,000 streams. I'm like, whoa.
We got something here.
Yeah, we on something. Like this is we on something. She flies to New York. When we got to, like, she flew to New York, and the moment that we hit 100,000 we was in the studio working on the next record.
Wow.
So we in the studio, boom, she sees it. Yo, 100,000. I'm like, what the fuck? The first week? This is my biggest, like, I've never had something like this before. So I'm excited, I'm happy and shit like that. I'm like, yo, this is dope. So me and her, like, we moving, it's me, my boy, I have a production team. Yeah. So aside from the record label that I started, I have a production team called Frat House. So it's me, my boy Jay West, who was one of the dudes that got out he got flown out with me to LA. Mm-hmm. So when I went to LA, it was me, Jay West, and then his best friend who was the singer. We was producing for him. Yeah. The team was me, Jay West, and my boy Damie. So Damie's he's actually in New York right now. He's from Japan, straight from Japan. I met him on YouTube. That's like crazy. I ran into one of his beats and was like, what the fuck? So then I wrote to him. Dude didn't speak a lick of English, no nothing. And that's the power of music.
Hell yeah.
You feel me? It's like, yo, you on the other side of the world, and we here with it now because of music. So he first came to New York in 2015. We using straight Google Translate
to talk face to face.
Yeah,
that's gangster.
I brought him to my block and everything like that. We working on beats. Neck? Bought him. Yep.
Japan dude on throw his neck.
Japan dude.
Yo, that's amazing.
I had him in
Don't say you had him in Mi Tierra.
Yeah,
well, it was Shanghai. It was Shanghai.
No, Mi Tierra.
Oh, really?
My birthday last in December.
Wow.
He popped out. Yeah.
But he knows something. He know a little bit now, right?
He just learned. So like so I asked him because I was like, yo, your English is getting like better because it was some time in between us like actually seeing each other in person. We kept working. Obviously, he's on my team.
Yeah.
But I'm like, yo, you wasn't. The hell? And I asked him how, and he was on some, like, he was taking classes for like 7 years, and he learned how to speak English. And I'm like, wow.
That's how you do it.
And now so it was us three in the team. Now my boy Taylor Made is kind of with us now, but it was us three in the team, and we was just like, just working with artists, just like, Tony Romiti. We did half her project. So we going crazy that year, 2016. I'm talking about when was it? So we put that out. It was like March of 2016. By the end of the year, fucking Kylie Jenner was playing our shit. Like, just at the Met, going to the Met Gala. Like, what the fuck? Like,
that matters.
And that matters.
Bro, LeBron playing your shit. Kylie, if they in their car, like, bro, that shit matters. Because people, it's hard, sorry, but monkey see, monkey do is a thing.
Yes.
Bro.
It is.
Bro.
Yeah,
it is a thing.
Yeah, it is.
And
for sure.
You know what? Thank God she played it.
Thank God. She played it. My fucking DMs were going crazy.
Hell yeah. Streams was going up.
Yeah, it was on Snapchat at that time. So she's on Snapchat getting ready for the Met Gala. And she's playing the song, and she's like in the mirror. Like,
yeah, I saw that picture.
And I'm just like, what the fuck? Like,
yeah, that's music. The power of music.
Power of music. And it started there, and I'm not gonna lie, it was for a whole week. A whole week she was rocking with the song, yo. Wow. I was like, yo, and I just
and she has no, and she's not. That's not. Well, it's not payola because she's not a DJ, but she's not. She's doing that because she's feeling the music for real.
Yeah.
She actually likes that. She has no idea who this person is.
No idea.
She loves it. However it got to her ears, thank God.
Right. Yeah.
But that's back to what you said, the power of music. It hits. Okay, obviously she's a fucking billionaire, but it hit the right person's soul.
Right. Yeah, it did. And the song is like, it really the women love it. The women love the song because the song is called "I'm a Dog Too." So
okay, there you go.
It's them talking
Fuck y'all
about
niggas type shit.
exactly.
Fuck
so
niggas music.
Now they on some like so it's like. It's unfortunate because it's like, damn, I'm trying to, ride for the dudes, but it's like,
Not today.
yo, I'm sorry, y'all, and I mean, but that's one of my, my motivations, is women, or just growing up, period, because my grandmother, my mom, my sisters, and shit like that, like, but just like. That's really why I do the shit. Yeah, I want to inspire people that like look like me and shit like that from all, even people just from all walks of life. But like, when I see these women, like when we out, that like people don't understand. Like, when I'm out, I'm not just like yeah, I'm partying and shit like that. I'm having a good time and I'm in these spots. But like, I study people a lot too. That's the reason why I'm so quiet as well. Like quiet people, like we are very observant. So like I'm looking at people's reactions and shit like that when certain songs come on, whether they're new or old. And a lot of the actions that I study is from women and just how they react to certain songs and what kind of like what gets them, what's getting them to scream this fucking song to the fucking top of their lungs,
or twerk or whatever,
that. Twerking, all of that. Just so that's one. So when I see videos of Tony like performing his song and the women are fucking screaming and shit at the top of their lungs, even though it's a fuck niggas type of song, just to get them to do that is just like
powerful.
Yeah, man, it's just that feeling. I don't feel like that record's been out for about it's about to make 10 years next year, yeah.
Wow.
And it's crazy that people are still like just screaming that song top of their lungs, like just like the shit came out yesterday.
That's a beautiful thing, man.
Yeah, that shit still gives me goosebumps. I don't think it's ever gonna get old to me. And I've seen
fire.
hundreds of videos of people just. I'm talking about they making videos on TikTok. I don't even use TikTok like that. I got it, but they using like they Snapchat. That's when the fucking dog filter was on Snapchat, so they was singing the song with the dog filter, and I'm just like, yo, what the fuck, like, but like, it's just like seeing that, it's just motivational, like it's just like, wow.
And you got the publishing for that song.
Yeah, so it's like
so you good forever.
So that song we did.
That's part of publishing.
Yeah, we did 5 songs. We did "I'm a Dog Too," "Got That Bomb," "Loyal," "I Know," and "Bad Boy." And yeah, all of them still to this day I still eat. Like still.
That is a beautiful thing, bro. That is a beautiful thing. God bless you, my brother.
Appreciate you.
So let's go back. You just said it was a great feeling. Does radio matter? Because I was just gonna ask you, your first time you heard one of your songs on the radio. Is that still a thing? Do we even care anymore? Because with all the stuff that we have, because growing up we only had radio.
Right.
We didn't have what people know what they got now. So as far as the R&B stations or Hot 97 or whatever, when you first heard one of your joints on there, was it the same feeling?
Yeah. And that was before. So like when I was running around with SNS, that was the first time that my music has gotten played on Hot 97.
Oh wow!
I remember walking to the studio. I had left the studio. Excuse me. I had left the studio to go to the store, and was walking back. And as I'm walking back, somebody was in the car, and they were playing. The song was playing on the radio, and that's how I found me and SNS. We in the studio. Like I'm literally quick little intermission. Let me go to the store, get some chips and shit like that. I'm walking back. Somebody's driving. I'm like, wait, what the fuck? I call him, yo. The song is on Hot 97 right now. I don't know who played it because we was getting a lot of love from like a lot of different DJs at that time. Self, Funkmaster Flex, Cypher Sounds, Enough was one of the big supporters of our movement. If I'm not mistaken, I think Camelo too. Yeah, I think Camelo too. So yeah, that feeling, you know what it is though, because I'm not like, I feel like because we grew up on radio, it's still one. I had that talk with Nino.
Yeah,
it was like Nino was so proud when he did Hot 97. You feel me? Like I was proud of him, but like he was so like, the shit.
That's
hit
our
him. So,
childhood.
yeah, because it's like, yo, we grew up listening to the radio. So to finally do that, even if it's one time, even if radio is like non-existent right now, fuck it, whatever, you know. I mean, it exists, but just like hypothetically speaking, if it didn't,
Yeah.
it's still like just being able to do something like that and accomplish something like that because it's something that we grew up on is just like that shit does something for us.
Hell yeah.
You feel me? So I feel like that's more of what it's about. Even now, you know, when things get played on Hot 97, my shit like it's just like I'm still like proud of it. It's still like a moment where it's just on some like, damn, like I remember being in the car, like listening to the radio growing up and shit like that. And now it was one time I feel it might have been like 2013, 2014 or something like that. I was in a car with my family. My mom, step pops, and a song comes on. Or no, matter of fact, it wasn't a song. It was a shout out. DJ Cass One. He had shouted me out. Yo, shout out to Juan, my bro, yo, Juanye, whatever, blah blah. And my family's like, what the fuck? What's happening right now? Like, so it's still those things definitely do still matter. And as far as like, you know, as far as like numbers go and shit like that, like it's still promotion, it's still exposure. So I mean, you can hear some shit on the radio and be on some like, yo, what's this? Like, you know, like if good music is gonna be good music. If it's good to you and you hear it on the radio, you're gonna want to know who's this person, who produced this, whatever the case might be. So I feel like radio is still somewhat. It's still somewhat important, for, you know, even though we have all these different avenues to get your music out.
It's still worth $100 million to have a radio station.
Right.
You posted something yesterday that I forgot what producer it was. I think it was Timberland, and he was telling the new kids. Yeah, I'm paying attention, bro. I've been on you all week. No date. I've been studying you all week.
I'm like. What the fuck did I post yesterday? Like what? Like,
it said something about he was talking Timberland, which is if you don't know who Timberland is, then you bugging. Yeah, legendary producer, produced favorites. Everybody in life. He was talking to younger producers about the payouts that he used to get.
Yes,
and which was big money. You know, whatever the numbers are, it doesn't matter. Mm-hmm. And now these new producers get, you know, pretty much chump change.
Yeah, for sure.
And you know what do you think about that? Was he right?
He's all the way right. And so like I feel like I'm just like an old soul because like everything around me just kind of revolves on like how, like, even if I was too young back then to understand for real how they was like, how they were doing things and shit, like, oh, like how the world was working, like I guess just coming from like the family that I come from, I say that to say like I feel the older guys, like when they say shit like that, it's just on some like, yo, I get it, I understand. Like I don't think how the young niggas think nowadays, where it's on some like YouTube. That was never really my thing. Like people could tell you now, like I don't have my shit on YouTube like that. Like I don't really fuck with that shit. Like it's me. It's like you gotta come to me to get your shit. Your shit is not gonna be, I got this beat from you, but like, yo, somebody else got it, or this person got it. Like it's not gonna be that. Like I might send it to like, oh, yo, you not fucking with it? I bet I'm gonna send it to this person. Fuck it. Yeah. But like it's not gonna be on YouTube where fucking 100,000 people are gonna have the same beat that you got. Like I don't really like that, and it brings down the value.
You do custom.
Yeah. Like I do custom, but I'm just working. I'm making shit, and then like whoever I see fit, I send it to them like that. That's how I work. Like I don't knock the YouTube thing, because.
So what is the YouTube thing for those that don't know what you're talking about?
Basically, just putting your beats on YouTube,
and somebody hears it.
Somebody hears it. I want it. They want to hit you up, and they want to like lease it or own the exclusive rights, whatever y'all work out and shit like that. Yeah. But a lot of people do the whole leasing thing, and that's kind of what Timberland was talking about. So people are doing like little like leases and shit where it's like, yo, I'll lease you the beat, and you have, you know, you could have up to this amount of streams or whatever, and just $30. Like, it's like, what the fuck? Like, what are we talking about here? Like, so
he let them know y'all niggas is bugging.
Yeah, they bugging all the way bugging, and it kind of brings the value down
For everybody.
For everybody. Like people don't think about it. They don't look at it that way. They think that it's just like yo, I'm just making money.
I'm trying to get on.
Yeah, I'm trying to get on. I'm just making money, but they not understanding that like not only are y'all fucking up the game for producers, y'all fucking up the game period for just music in general, cuz it's something's always gonna like people think too one-dimensional. Yo, it's just producing. Like it's just I'm just making money, and it's just like nah, you're not understanding that like just the, like even from the artist side, it's like music is not clearly hitting the same nowadays.
That's a fact.
It's we can't, and that's what I was gonna say. Is like we can't pinpoint to one issue. It's different issues. And the producer selling beats for $30, that's one of the issues. But niggas is not thinking about it that way.
That just sounds crazy to me.
$30, bro.
For what? What do you mean? For the
For
fucking beat?
Yeah, let me use it. Let me rent it.
Nah,
let me rent the beat.
I need 50,000.
Respectfully.
50,000.
Yes.
That's
and
crazy, bro.
But they just quick money. Cause you know why? I can lease the same beat to 100 people if it's that good. Instead of, this person, they're not gonna want to pay me, even if you want to start off low on a low end, $1,000, something like that. Most people don't have $1,000, especially like a lot of people are just waking up and just doing this shit. So it's just like, I got $30 though.
Oh, okay.
And I don't know how big. Why I'm gonna pay $1,000 for this beat, and I don't even know if the shit is gonna.
So you understand?
You're
just not with it.
I definitely understand. Yeah, I'm just not with it. Yeah, no. I'm good on that shit. Like that shit is just bringing the value down for us, because now artists don't really feel like producers are as important. Like it's just like they can just go to the next person. Like yo,
no, that's
if you don't fuck with me, nigga, I'm gonna just go to another producer, nigga. There's other producers gonna fuck with me. Fuck it. It's not that relationship is not important no more, and that's part of the reasons why, because y'all niggas is selling $30 beats.
So, and you're already established, so you know your worth.
Mm-hmm.
What is it about that? So okay, let's bring it back. I'm trying to get on so bad that I'm gonna. It's like how they say sell your soul.
Right.
You're pretty much selling it for $30 because you want to get in that club or that you want to get on that radio so bad.
Yeah.
That you're gonna bring yourself all the way down.
Yeah,
that's
like
crazy.
you don't even like really like. Do you even value yourself for real?
No, you worth 30. Do you think you
$30?
think that beat and even if the beat took you 20 minutes to make, that's not the point.
Even if it did,
30 is not. That sounds crazy to me.
Probably now it's probably a little bit quicker, but for the most part, when this whole shit started with the whole YouTube shit, I'm pretty sure it was taking niggas a couple hours to make them beats. Niggas wasn't moving them that fast. Now, because of like AI and because of like these different like programs that they have, now it's a little bit easier to make beats, and you can make them at a faster rate.
You do you agree? Well, you have no choice because they AI is here. Do you fuck with that, or you rather do your own thing?
I'm not gonna lie. I still need to do a little bit more research on AI. Like I just need.
You're not there yet?
Cause like there's AI for different shit. So we talk about like there's AI for music. There's AI for photography. There's just so much like all kind of technology AI. So it's like it's a little scary. But on the music side, I still have to do a little bit more research. I'm still like a little old school with it right now. Like
no, and that's just because that's how you learn.
Yeah. So I but always remaining a student and always educating yourself, at all times. So
yeah.
And then even with producing, like we get left in the back because this like shit is constantly evolving and changing, even the sound of music and shit like that. So it's like, if you want to last, you got to be up on everything. So
100%.
Yeah, so definitely AI is something I just want to be educated on. So it's like, even if I don't really fuck with it, it's like I still got the knowledge. I still know what's going on and shit like that. I'm not like oh nah, I don't know what AI is, and then like now a lot of shit is gonna be AI driven or AI influenced, and it's like, but I'm lost in the source. I don't know what's going on. So
It's like
yeah,
it's like the old people at the ATM.
right. I ain't trying to be
They're like,
that.
what the fuck? They're like, what's this for?
Words. So I mean, it's still fairly new as far as it goes, like with like music and shit like that. But yeah, I definitely still gotta do my research a little bit more to give you a proper opinion.
No, let's talk about I saw that you stepped away for a minute. Did you need like a break, or as
When
far
was
as the
this?
when? Because I saw you and then I didn't see you no more. I'm like, yo,
Oh,
I'm like, yo, what happened to my man? Like, but I think Nino said that. Oh no, he's just chilling right now.
yeah.
And then you got back in the lab,
Yeah. So like yeah, I mean this one was intense, but I go through seasonal depression for sure. And I just lost my grandfather in December.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
So appreciate it. So yeah, this time of the year, I want to say from like October to like April is really like tough for me like mentally, like I lost my grandmother was my everything. Like that's like
Rest in peace.
what you see is from that. It's from her, like just being God fearing, just being humble, just always willing to help people and shit like that. I really learned that from my grandmother. Like my grandmother lived 2 blocks away from me, so me and my siblings, my cousins,
You
we
was there.
always there. Yeah, growing up, always there. Like so, like my grandmother was like all the way religious. Like I'm not, like my family is for the most part, but like for one, it's not really forced down, or like they're not really forcing it on us. And then like my grandmother has always like just like read like scriptures to us and everything like that growing up. So but my grandmother was on some like turn her other cheek type of shit. Like if I came home and I had just gotten into a fight with somebody, she's like, instead of like my father telling me like, nah, you gotta go back.
You handle that.
My grandmother's on some like, nah, it's all right, don't worry about it. Like don't like, just really on some turn the other cheek. Like somebody punch you in the face, you literally turn on to the other side, you let them punch you again. I'm like, yo, grandma, come on, you wrong, grandma. But that's what
They gonna
like
think I'm a sucker.
right. But that's where I get everything from. So losing her, it was that shit hit me hard. That was in 2018, and I never really dealt with it. Like I kind of just like 20, and like that's why I said I was having a rough year when the publishing deal. My grandmother passed away January 18th of 2018. Then I had broke up with my then girlfriend right before the summer. So like everything is happening at once. I'm like my grandmother, my girl. I've been with her for 2 years and shit like that. So I'm having a rough first half of 2018. Then I started locking in the fall of 2018, and that's when I got the pub deal. So it went from, it's like that. I always say that was like my best worst year, like or worst best whatever. Like that shit hit me hard with my grandmother, and I kind of just like. I still deal with it. I still feel like I didn't really properly grieve, and I just kept on going.
Yeah.
Kept on going. Then 2021, I lost my younger brother to COVID. He was 20, I forgot, 23 or something like that. About like 23, 24.
Oh damn, that's because it affected the breathing or some shit. If you had asthma or whatever.
Yeah. So I know he had which is crazy because it's similar to what my grandmother passed away from, walking pneumonia or some shit like that. That's what my grandmother passed away from. But she's older, so it's harder for her to fight fight that off. And my brother, it was similar. It was basically that with COVID. So like he didn't. And it's crazy because he didn't really have no health issues or nothing like that. Like
you never know, man. That's why you gotta count. That's why
bro.
You gotta count your blessings and just
Yes.
Bro, I just started praying like a year ago. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Oh, for real?
I swear to God, bro. And it was because I was going through something, you know what I'm saying? Depression. And it hit me when I started this. I started this in April 2022. I did 12 episodes, and then I just stopped it because I was going through something.
Yeah.
But I should have used this to, distract me, but I just went into my dark hole that we all sometimes go through.
Yeah.
So when I came back a year later, and I haven't stopped since. You know what I'm saying? So back to your point, sorry for your loss, obviously.
Thank you.
But it's crazy how life works, because your career could be here and your personal could be down here, or vice versa. You could have just got married, but then you get fired.
Yo,
You know what I'm saying? Or you could have signed a deal, whatever, in whatever career you in, but you and your wife getting divorced.
Yes.
So the balance of our lives, as far as personal, business, career, if you play NBA, it doesn't matter what it is. It's crazy, and we have to deal with that shit.
Yeah. So when it's crazy that you say that, because one example of that was when I got signed by Corey Rooney. I'm going through a breakup with somebody that I've been with for 7 years at that moment. Like, yeah, we was super young, but we was
together. Love is love.
Yeah. So like, I'm going through it, but now Corey Rooney's flying from LA. So now I'm in Alicia Keys' studio and shit like that. I gotta lock in. But I'm depressed in my personal life.
Crazy.
I'm fucking depressed. I'm in the studio thinking about her the whole time. Like, yo, damn, I just want my girl back.
That should help you make a beat, nigga.
It does and it doesn't.
Yeah, I know.
So like
that's a good question. Did it? Let's start over.
Yeah.
Did it help you make a beat?
Did it help me? In that moment, probably, because I knew I was losing her.
Yeah.
And I think it just gave me an extra push. Because then we finally broke up for real, and then that's when I flew to LA, and then that shit pushed me even more. Because now I'm on some. She's probably gonna hear this.
We're gonna send it to her.
Right. Now it's crazy. We're
not talking bad about you, baby.
Yeah, no. But I went to LA, and I'm not gonna lie. I was just like, yo, I gotta go hard. I need her to be out with her family, her friends, in the spot, Walmart, wherever, and she need to hear my shit.
Hell yeah.
Like, that's the type of time I was on. I was like,
ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, 2015, I was like, yeah, nah, So yeah, it could, but in more recent times, especially with just being a little bit more seasoned when it comes to music and shit like that, it's a little bit harder to have that mindset. Because a lot of people tell me that, like, when I'm going through some shit, yo, work on some shit, yo. But, like, because, like, I'm such an overthinker, like, it doesn't work for me. Like, I can't, like, I try, and then it's just like...
Yeah, if it don't work, it don't work.
It don't work, yeah. And it's just like, a lot of people, get creative. And it's just awesome. Like, I can't even tap in to that mind. Like, I can't get creative when I'm going through some shit. So... this seasonal depression that I had, that still kind of currently going through, it kicked in a little bit sooner this year. It started like in September. So that's probably what you're talking about, because it was literally right after like Dawn Fest and all of that. It was right after that I kind of got like a little low. And I was popping out here and there and shit like that. But yeah, mentally I remember being, damn, nobody knows this. I remember being in Meet Theater. And my brother's birthday is in October, the 19th. So that's usually around the time that it's like, damn, like, yo, like, he's not here to celebrate his birthday and shit. I'm in Meet Theater. Nino was DJing and shit like that. Somebody wrote me and was on some like, yo, like, happy birthday to your brother. Happy heavenly birthday to your brother. And I remember so I'm like, Nino's DJing. You know the part in the VIP where you could kind of like sit on the couch, but like closer to the DJ. Mm-hmm. I'm on that, so I'm overseeing everybody, but I'm literally sitting there with like tears in my eyes. Like I'm mentally, I'm just not here. You feel me? Especially when that person sent me that text, I'm just like, and Nino doesn't even notice. Like I'm sitting there and I just like, yo, I can't stop tearing. I'm like, damn, like, yo, my little brother not here no more. Like, this shit crazy. So like, back to, what you were saying where you was like, yo, I didn't see you for a little while. Yeah, it started that, like, like September, October, where it was just like, I was just going through a lot. Then Thanksgiving comes, the holidays and shit like that. So you just like thinking about like your loved ones are not here. Like my grandmother, when my grandmother passed, 2 weeks after my grandmother passed, my cousin passed.
Damn.
My cousin, quick story on her. She moved to Ohio. They from Dawson, but they moved her and her family, her mother, siblings, and everything, they moved to Ohio because my uncle passed away in 9/11. He was a firefighter. So they got like, money and everything like that from, and then they moved. So they were out there and they had like a whole different lifestyle. Like they got money, so they dabbling in different shit or whatever, good, bad. So unfortunately, she started dabbling in like drugs a little bit or whatever, and she was just at my grandmother's funeral, and it's crazy because she didn't really want to come upstairs. Like, so after my grandmother's wake, it's the first time all my cousins, I'm talking about, it's like 20 of us, all of us from Florida, Ohio, everybody's in New York, come to at my house, at my crib. I got videos of this shit. Like, this is crazy.
Wow.
Like, this is the first time that we all, you feel me, because of my, just coming together because my grandma. But my cousin, for some reason, I felt like she was kind of embarrassed to come upstairs. So she stayed in the car downstairs, and I felt like she thought that we was going to like kind of judge her. And we don't really come from a judgmental family. So my sister's baby father was on some like, I'm going to go downstairs, I'm going to talk to her, I'm going to get her to come upstairs. And she came upstairs, eventually, and we just telling her like, yo, we always gonna love you. Like, ain't nobody here to judge. Like, we family. Like, you feel me? Like, we grew up together. We love you. And I'm glad that she came upstairs and she just enjoyed that. What wound up being her last moment with us. Because 2 weeks later, she passed away. They found her in a car. She overdosed. Yeah. Damn. So it's just back to back. Like, this time, it's just back to back because it's like my grandfather a week before my birthday. Now my grandmother, January 18th. Like, all these death anniversaries and shit like that. So like this is a hard time for me. So,
which is why, and I didn't even know these things. I want to thank you even more for being here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, nah, no problem. Thank you.
Maybe this is therapy. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. But right, I didn't know. Right. You don't know what people are going through. That's why sometimes when I ask people and they say no, I don't take it personal.
Right. You
absolutely. Can't take it personal.
Yeah, absolutely.
You cannot take it personal because we are in a time. But when the hell did we hear about fucking issues and mental health and depression? We didn't hear about that shit when we was kids.
Nah,
you had to soak that shit up and go to school. Like, they didn't care. Yep. Now that we in real life and we got real issues, like, so like I said, bro, thank you, man, because I didn't know you were going through that. But let's talk about. I saw you got a lot of collabs out here. You're working with good people. I saw you did something with Troy Taylor, Grammy Award winning. What was that like? Now you meeting people that paved the way. Like, what was that like?
Troy Taylor's the GOAT. He reached out to me.
Look at that! Ooh, look at that!
Yeah, he reached out to me, which was a little bit it was crazy. He heard a song from that I did with a record I did with this guy Vito. He's from ATL, singer.
Yeah.
And he wrote Freaky Friday for Chris Brown and
I know that one.
Yeah. So he wrote that record, and me and him. So 2017, before I got my pub deal, I was signed to Kevin Lau's company, 300 Entertainment. So 300 over there, you got
big dogs,
the big dogs, Young Thug, Meg Thee Stallion. Even producer-wise, London on the Track was over there and shit like that. So London on the Track was going crazy. So I signed to 300/KWL. KWL was Kevin Lau's like management group. So they was managing like Trey Songz and shit like that. So like I'm over there, and now they're like linking me with certain songwriters. They linked me with Vito.
Yeah.
Me and Vito did this song. It was, in my mind, I was trying to get something to Trey Songz. So the beat was a little bit more like Trey Songz driven, like, and Vito did the record. And then a year and a half later, we didn't get it placed, but Troy Taylor wound up hearing it, and he was just like, yo, who the fuck produced this shit? And Vito was like, yo, this kid Juanye, he's from New York. Like, what the fuck? I was like, yo, put me in contact with him. Got in contact with me. I remember this shit like it was yesterday. FaceTime me. I was nervous as shit.
Oh,
so I'm like, this is fucking Troy Taylor. Like he did everything for fucking, this is literally Trey Songz. Like, everything from Trey Songz' very first record, he did Trey Songz shit. Like,
Yep.
and still to this day, we party to his shit. Like, we party to Troy Taylor's music.
Yep.
Sweet Lady from Tyrese.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Wow,
yeah.
that's throwback.
He's singing on it too. Like, he's the. Everybody thinks that's Tyrese that's saying "Sweet Lady."
Oh, that's him?
That's Troy Taylor.
Wow. See, that's
Well, no. Well, they put that out there. He put that out there.
Oh, okay.
So it's not a secret. But yeah, everybody thinks that that's Tyrese on the hook, and that's
I
not
thought it was.
Tyrese. Nah,
I
that's
just
Troy
heard
Taylor.
that song because I broke in my work bus. I drive a bus that's what I do for a living.
Yeah, yeah.
So it was something happened and I hit the screen. I cracked it. It's a touch screen. So now
shit.
the whole thing is off. It's my radio station is stuck on 107.5.
Yo.
So I hear that song at least 5 times a day.
Word,
Like
that's crazy.
That's one of their songs. Like
Right.
So now that you're talking about it, it's fucking hilarious. But I thought it was him.
Nah,
Troy Taylor.
it's Troy Taylor. Yup. He
Wow.
does he's a producer and songwriter, but he also does
He
like
did a little dip and dab. in
yeah,
there,
he
you know?
does a little singing, background vocals and shit. But yeah, he's on that song. So
That's
yeah,
funny.
he reached out to me and I was just on some like, yo, wow, this is crazy, you know. And I thanked him for even reaching out. And even when he wanted me to send him the files for the song, man, I was fucking up. Yo. I'm in the crib. I'm so nervous. I track out the shit for him. I sent it to him. I think he hit me back. I forgot what was the first thing he had said, but it was different things. But I know he had FaceTime me maybe like 3 times.
Because you wasn't getting it right?
Every FaceTime, I was more and more nervous because I wasn't getting it right. So the
Wow.
first one, it was on some like, he's very direct, but he's a great dude, but he's very direct. It's like, yo, this one is not playing, this one is not playing, and this one's not playing. So I'm like, damn, what? And I'm like, all right, hold on, let me get on the computer real quick. So I get on the computer. I'm like, read them back to me again. He's like, yeah, it's this one, this one, this one. I'm like, oh, no. There's nothing. Those are empty. Those are not. So why the fuck you sending this to me? I'm like, oh, shit, yo.
You wasn't ready.
I wasn't ready for that one. So I was like, oh, shit. I was like, yo, my fault. I'm sorry. He was like, all right, yeah. All right, cool. He's like, all right, so I'm going to hit you back if I need something else. I'm like, all right, cool. 2 minutes later, I'm like, oh my fucking God. I know.
So you know what you did wrong? Like right at this now you like today, you know what you did wrong back then?
Oh yeah, now I'm on it when I send him shit. Now I'm like,
So what were you doing wrong?
I was sending him empty tracks. Like there was like,
But why would you send them the tracks? My point is
I mean, so
it looks the same as the not empty
the
tracks?
empty. So if you mute, so when you tracking something out and you're using different sounds, if you mute one of the sounds, if you're not gonna use that sound, you just mute it, right?
Yeah.
But when you mute it, when you tracking it out, the track actually still comes up. It just doesn't. It comes up blank. But it's instead of me just straight up deleting it. That's what I should have did. Or even when I
So it
tracked
doesn't
it out,
confuse you.
right?
Just get rid of it.
Right. Even when I tracked it out, when I tracked it out, I should have just all right, boom. All right, this one is not. All right, this one. All right, cool. Let me delete these 3.
Yeah.
And then send it to him.
Yeah.
Even so, the second, I think another one. Yo, you didn't put the BPM. What's the BPM? I don't even know the BPM on this shit.
This is early in your career? Kind of, sort of?
This is
you already
this is 2019.
So you in the game.
Yeah.
So you fucking up. You fucking up.
I'm in the game, but this is Troy Taylor.
So your
it's
nerves
like
is-
little shit like that.
Oh.
I'm fucking up. Like I'm nervous. Like it's like like I'm not all the way.
Because of the person. And that can happen.
Because of the person, but also just I can definitely say just like my lack my lack of knowledge in certain things.
Oh, okay.
Or and this is how you learn. This is why you always don't
be
take
ashamed.
shit. Yeah, don't take shit personal. Just learn.
Mm-hmm.
And he's very blunt. He's very direct. And I could have took that shit and just be on some like, yo, damn. Listen.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't think he really fuck with me like that. But it wasn't that. It was on some like he's just trying to like just school me. You feel me, in his own way.
He saw something in you.
He saw something.
You were worth the time to teach.
Right.
And that's a beautiful thing.
So now I make sure when I send him shit, tempo is there, no empty tracks, just everything that he's told me in the past. Like I've always like just remained a student and just like that shit is just locked in. Even when I'm not working with him, with just other people, I'm just always remembering like, all right, nah, like this is the way to do it. You feel me? So
that's a beautiful thing.
yeah. So yeah, I'm like Troy Taylor is amazing, and when I go to ATL. Yo, like his studio and his studio is like famous. Like everybody go to his studio. He just had A. Marie in there.
I saw the caliber of person that he
Yo,
was.
Troy is really the GOAT. Troy is really the GOAT. So but when I'm in ATL, yo, come through. He like, welcomes me with open arms. He's not on some, like nah, like or like trying to act like he too busy or anything like that. Like Troy Taylor, like, yo, you in ATL? Yo, come through, come to the crib. I got the address already, got the studio in the basement, fire studio. Yo, come through work. Like he's like that with me now. So it's
dope.
like, yeah, and he's patient, and I appreciate that shit. And I appreciate anybody who's patient. You feel me? That like Nino's super patient. Like just me learning on the DJing side, cause I
heard he kind of.
I've been DJing since like 2012 or some shit like that, 2013, but it was private gigs. I wasn't really doing no nightlife shit.
It's a different world.
It's a different world. So like, I'm doing like sweet 16s, birthdays and shit like that. But now that
they don't know about music. You can put anything.
Right. It's different, yo. It's like, but now like the nightlife is
you gotta keep them grounded.
People are drinking. They they want to have a good time. You gotta keep it.
What you put that shit on for?
Right. Exactly. So niggas like like Nino, like him being patient with me and me just going with him to different gigs and shit like that, learning. Omanaya, same thing, like me just like watching Omanaya and shit like that, how he interacts with the crowd. And like literally while I'm in the booth with them, I'm literally taking note like on some like, oh, I bet. Pep is another one. Like Pep, like I remember I DJ'd at Meet the Edda for the first time. And Pep was like, yo, if you need anything, like don't hesitate to hit me up or whatever. I was doing like an opening set, which is normally what Pep would do. Like Pep do the opening sets.
That's his time.
That's his shit, yeah. So I had it. And I get to Meet the Edda and I don't know what the fuck to turn on. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Like the music's not playing. I call Pep. Pep is on FaceTime with me. Yo, that button right there, hit that button. Yo, that button, yo, on the speaker, yo, you gotta go on the back of the speaker. He's literally like, so like Pep, like I fuck with Pep. Like Pep is my dude. Like, but like just having that patience with me, you feel me? Just knowing like, yo, listen, he's like, he's trying to get used to this shit. You feel me? Like I've been DJing, but like it's a different type of thing now. So like I really appreciate them just having like mad patience with me and shit like that. But yeah, Troy Taylor, mad patience with me and just
legend.
Yeah, he got me under his wing right now. Where it's just on some like, yo, little bro, I'm gonna teach you how to, especially when it comes to this R&B shit. Like I love R&B, so when it comes to that shit, like he's really that dude.
No, that's a blessing. What is the light feet culture? You in the Hall of Fame. What is that?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. What is that about? I never heard of that.
So light feet. Oh man. So light feet started. Oh man. If you want to get to that part, it's like, because then everybody has their own story about where. But light feet, Harlem Shake is all that's in the same. So the Harlem Shake been out since the late 90s. Like,
I was there.
Yeah. So it's all in the same world.
Yeah.
But light feet, like
that's
the
from
actual.
dancing.
Yeah. But light feet actually came through a little bit later on, like maybe like 2006. So light feet is it's a dance style from that's from New York, specifically Harlem, and it bounced from Harlem to the Bronx, and it was started by a couple people. One of my very, very close friends, Mr. YouTube Swiss, Crybaby Cozy, the Voice of Harlem, AG. Those are like the three main that it started with. So I was one of the first. Like I was there in the very, very, very beginning. Like me and my boys, we practicing and labbing in the crib and shit like that. Like that was a fucking fun time.
So wait, so you going to like competitions or you just going to parties?
It's at that time it wasn't really competitions. Like they would have them like maybe like basketball, but so at this time we dancing everywhere. We dancing on the block, parks, parties, basketball games, Rucker Park,
halftime or whatever.
Yeah, halftime, Millbank, like halftime, like so we doing all of that. Like,
but is it like a gig or it's a fun? You getting paid?
No, we doing this for fun.
Okay.
This is like freestyle, like how like breakdancing is.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
We just doing this shit. Like, we just outside. Yeah, we cutting school. We battling in the hallways. Like I remember people. Remember I said that my name was DC. That was my dancing name. So people texting me, yo, DC, this nigga talk man shit. Yo, he want to battle you. All right, cool. Watch after fifth period, niggas on, nigga. Like that's hilarious. It. We cutting school, going outside, battling on Westchester Square, right there on the of course from Meat Theater where the train station is, but on the corner where the bus stop is. We battling right there. Like we was getting crazy back then. But yeah, like the life feed culture. If it wasn't for that culture, I definitely wouldn't be sitting here because that culture opened up my mind to music a little bit more, especially when it came to producing, because SNS he was rapping, but he was also doing light feed beats. Wow. And he was making his own beats. That's another reason why I started producing for him, because it's like, are you doing all your own shit, nigga? Like, let me, So with SNS doing the light feed beats and shit like that opened up my mind a little bit more, and that's what, and then even meeting SNS, I met SNS through the light feed culture at a video shoot in Harlem. So so even me just meeting him, and then like later on thinking about it, like, yo, I want to, fuck it, I'm gonna do music and we gonna do this shit together, me and SNS and shit like that. Like it started, and then even like just when I started producing, my connects from the light feed world, people were rapping and shit, because at the time niggas was doing like light feet songs. Yeah. So I'm knowing a lot of the artists and shit like that. So when I go into doing music and shit, artists is on some yo, let me get some beats with them. So it all started from like light feet.
Networking, bro.
Yeah, just networking and just knowing people and shit like that. And
that shit is amazing.
Just I was going crazy in New York, like where it was like I had people like on a train asking for my autograph and all of that. Like I was really out here like dancing.
Hall of Famer right here, baby.
Yeah, and then they did the Hall of Fame. SNS came up with the Light Feed Hall of Fame, the Light Feed Awards.
That's what I saw.
Yeah, so the Light Feed Awards is like I think we've had 3 so far, and obviously the first one you want to start from the very beginning. You want to get everybody that was there. So I was with a team called Stick Up Kids. So I had my own team from Thaw's Neck called Team Flow, but then this dude that I was going to Lehman with, he was a dancer. He introduced me to some other people that were like some of the main people that was in Light Feet from Harlem.
Nice.
My homegirl Tiff Star, my homegirl D Dollar, and then they had this team called Stick Up Kids, and then my other boy Hugo Boss was in it too. So then they embraced me. They was on some like, yo, like come with us, fuck with us.
Hell yeah.
So we doing halftime. We
when
doing,
you good.
Yeah, we doing halftime at Rucker Park and all of that, like dancing, performing.
Yeah, the big Rucker, not the little Rucker.
Yeah, word. So we was outside and yeah, like that shit was an amazing time. So like I said, they wanted to honor the people that was there in the very, very beginning.
There you go.
And they MTV Stick Up Kids. The whole team name was MTV Stick Up Kids, and we were one of the first Light Feet teams, and they show love. Yeah, they inducted us into the Light Feet Hall of Fame. We was one of the first teams, and that's how I got inducted, because of that team. I was only it was short lived, because everybody started going their own ways, and eventually people stopped dancing and shit like that. But that was definitely one of the teams that I started with, and yeah, I got inducted, and it feels good to be acknowledged by your peers and shit like that. Now Light Feet is,
when you get that call, you're like, oh shit, I forgot about y'all.
Right.
Not forgot, but like I'll come by, show love.
Right. And I was DJing this shit. I was DJing the awards, so I'm behind the booth.
Then you gotta come out and get the award.
It was like, yo,
they surprised you?
Yeah, we got yes and no. Like I kind of heard a little bit, but
they tried to surprise you. Somebody fucked it up.
Right. But then SNS was like, it's on video too. Like, yo, we got one more award, and then he tells me like, yo, Juanye, aka DC, come get your award, and I'm behind the booth, and I'm just I'm on the fucking stage, like, what? And I'm mad embarrassed now. Like I'm like, yo, what the fuck? And then everybody just clapping and shit like that. And he was like, yo, you one of the forgotten ones, but we gonna cut that out now. Like, nigga, you been in this shit since the beginning, and now Light Feed is all over the world.
That's
like
beautiful.
literally all over, like Japan. Like you could literally go on YouTube and type in light feet Japan, light feet India,
That's fire.
light feet Europe. Like this shit is getting taught all over the world for some shit that we was just doing as kids
Look at that.
in school, in the parks, in parties, just having fun. And now it's fucking worldwide, yo.
No, congratulations, bro.
Yeah,
you got
thank
it.
you, man.
You put it on the wall, right? You put it on the wall in the frame.
Not yet,
My
but
bad.
it's safe though.
I blew you up. My bad.
It's in my yearbook. I got it. I got it in my Lehman year. No, my middle school yearbook. It's like in
It's
so
in a
that
safe place.
Yeah, so that like it's not getting bent up and shit like that. But I'm gonna order the
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna order the frame. They just got me a jersey too.
Look at that.
So
Yeah,
the Light Feet Awards I just passed.
You gotta frame all that shit.
Facts. They got. I'm gonna show you a picture of that.
Like
shit.
you said, that's from the beginning.
Yeah. hell yeah.
Let's talk about some of the stuff I mentioned in the beginning. How do you get to how does your music get on Love and Hip Hop?
Oh shit! All right, so remember when I said before I signed my pub deal, I was with Kevin Lyle's company and shit
Yeah.
like that. The dude that brought me to that company was fucking crazy. My boy Kaz. Summer of 2017, PnB Rock joint just drops, right? He reaches out to me. He sees that I'm out everything I was doing with with Tony Romiti and shit like that. He seen I got the PnB shit. He's like, yo, you got a situation? You got a pub deal? Because everybody, that's the shit. Everybody
That's the
be
first
like,
question.
yeah, for producers and writers and shit like that, yeah.
They want to
wanna
make
know,
sure you.
They want to know if you got management and if you got
they want
a pub deal.
Is that because they want to know if they could jerk you,
Pause.
or they
Yeah.
want to help you? It could go. It could go either way.
It could go either way. You never know until you know. You just one of those things you find out later on.
I'm like, wait a minute. Are they asking because they concerned, or they
Yeah.
can I jerk this nigga? So it's like, it's kind of like, do you have a lawyer type shit?
Exactly.
Something like that.
Something. But people really want to, like, they trying to make money. They trying to, like, let's go. Like, how can we work? How can we make money?
So the intentions are usually good.
Yeah,
You got some
for the most
dirtbags.
part, yeah.
Like everything in life, you got douchebags. out there.
Right. So he's asking me this or whatever, like asking my situation because he's on some like, because then also when you in a pub deal and you got management and shit like that, that can also put things to a halt, or they could slow down
respect.
a lot of shit.
They
Yeah,
gotta respect things.
They gotta respect things. They don't want to, like, you can't breach no contracts and shit
Yeah,
like that.
so it
Working
matters.
with
It
certain
matters. It
people, yeah.
matters.
So he was asking me about that, and I was just like, nah, like I'm a free agent, you know.
Hell yeah.
So he was like, yo, I want to have you come down to 300. And I was like, 300? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, oh shit. Like,
Hell yeah.
I'm about to have a meeting with the same. They got Fetty Wap at the time. They got Young Thug. I'm like, damn, all right, cool. So I go down there and I meet them, and I wind up getting signed with them. But he leaves.
He leaves the company.
He leaves like literally like 2 months later. I'm like, nigga, what the fuck? Like,
You brought me here.
yeah, you brought me here, nigga. I trust you. I trust my manager too. So I wound up, the person that I met with was Jojo Brim. So Jojo Brim, he's been in the industry for mad long. His son is actually like crazy talented. Nico Brim. He's a fire artist. But he was managing Trey Songz. So like, I have a meeting with him. Boom, he wants to manage me now. All right, cool. So now I'm there. I'm there under their management, under the company, and then my boy Kaz, he's helping like on the A&R side and shit like that. But boom, two months later, he leaves the company. He goes to a company called The Practice. Now The Practice, they're into sync placements. So sync placements are getting your music done on commercials, television, movies, video games, whatever, right?
Yeah.
Like, so he goes over there and he's like, yo, I want you to come over here. I'm like, nigga, but I'm over here. You brought me to this nigga. Like,
Yeah,
so
we got
how the
contracts and
fuck-
shit.
Yeah, so how the hell I'm gonna come over here with you? And they like, so it was kind of some like pressure. It was just like, cause like they really fucked with me at The Practice. Like The Practice had like they had an office building downtown. The way that it was set up was like, you come in, is a bunch of different rooms, and in different rooms they got like mini production setups, like real small, like maybe like, I'm not even gonna say half of this room because it's smaller than that. It's maybe just like from this wall to me, and then from the cameras to this wall. It's real
Tight,
small, tight.
tight.
But it's literally just a computer, keyboard, whatever speakers, whatever you need to make beats. So I'm coming in there and I'm like, damn, like I could have my own little like room / office. Like if I sign with these dudes, I got a place to make beats all the time. Even though I got to set up in my crib, like I can come here.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a little bit of pressure. But it was no love lost. They knew that the situation I was in, and they knew that it wasn't just hard to just walk away. And because I'm such a nice person, like I didn't want to be an asshole to JoJo and be on some like, yo, I'm leaving you. I'm gonna go over there. Like it's like he believed in me a lot. He would be on some like, yo, like you.
Oh, so you stayed?
I wound up staying for a little while, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because he just believed in me a lot, and I wanted
even
to
though
give
your man
him,
brought you stayed.
Right.
That's dope.
I wanted to give him a shot. I wanted to give him a fair chance because he would always tell me like, yo, you remind me of like a young Pharrell when he started and shit like that. And I'll be on some like, damn, for real. He was like, yo, I see a lot of potential in you. And I just wanted to give him a chance to even just like get my career popping. So I'm like, all right, let me stay over here for a little while. And if shit don't start moving, then, and I still gave him the heads up.
Mm-hmm.
I still told him like, yo, listen, this is what's going on over here. They want me. And I'm like, but I want to give you a chance. And, he was like, yo, I appreciate you being like, keeping it 1,000 with me and shit like that, and not just running off to.
That's
Because
fire.
a lot of niggas that just run to where the money's at.
Yeah.
I didn't do that with him. So but dealing with that company, like, like working with them, because they still knew that even though I was with JoJo, they was like, yo, we can still work with you though. And basically what they did was they had me get a bunch of beats. Old shit that I don't even care about.
Yeah.
Shit that's whack. They like, yo, give me all your whack shit. I made a fucking folder with like 200 whack beats.
That's crazy.
And I put it on the hard drive, and I brought it to the office, and I gave it to them. They wound up putting it in a folder, and they just went through all of them, and they just picked out what they liked, what they felt like they had potential.
Mm-hmm.
And what they do is they put it in like a pool. So it's like a pool, everybody else's beats as well. And then it's also separated in the pool. So it's like beats for this kind of vibe and that kind of vibe. You feel me? And then basically what happens is companies reach out to that company and be like, yo, we got we need some background music for Love and Hip Hop.
Mm-hmm.
I bet. They'll send I guess they'll send it to Love and Hip Hop and shit, and they'll pick out what they want, and then that's how I get on there. And that's the same thing with Sisters on BET, the Tyler Perry shit. WWE is all from that company.
All from that.
So it's a pool of my stuff, and then the they'll see what best fits.
That's dope.
And this is like 2017, 2018. So like that's when I haven't worked with them since, but my stuff is just forever in that pool. So even now to this day,
you get a call.
Shit can still get pulled out. Like, yo, we want that one right there. Like, and that's how it happens. So, so yeah, basically that's called a sync placement.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, sync placements when you get anything that's on like television, movies, and all of that. And that's something I want to do because there's money in that shit.
Oh yeah.
Like commercials and shit like that. Like I watched like how these commercials, we see them on TV or the ads. It don't look like nothing to us. Like yeah. All right, whatever. Mm-hmm. I've seen my boy. His name is Bella. I've seen him literally make a commercial.
That's fire.
They send it to you blank. There's no music. They just send
just the car going over the whatever.
And they put the and I've literally seen him sit there and craft a beat around this fucking car. That's just, and it's like,
that's crazy.
How the fuck did you think of that?
Spraying Clorox or some shit.
Yeah.
Cleaning a bathroom.
Like sound effects, and it's really just like, it's fire. And I'm just like, yo, how the fuck? I'm like, this is how commercials are made? It's like, yeah.
I can do this.
And that's that's literally his specialty and shit like that. That nigga he's fire. He's dope. Yeah, Bella's dope. But that company, yeah, they just got a bunch of my shit right now. So they just,
you never know what's hitting.
You just never know until I see that fucking ASCAP statement.
Hell
and
yeah.
then it's like, that's how I found out during the pandemic with the WWE shit. I was like, I didn't even get the call.
Wow.
Call.
They just use it?
They just used it. Because my shit is just there. So it's
so
I signed a contract.
Send a check, yeah.
That's it. I checked. I'm like, WWE.
Oh yeah.
What the fuck? I went and found the episode and everything like that, and the shit is barely anything. It's right in the beginning. As soon as the shit drops, Like literally, as soon as it drops, it's like they're showing like the WWE logo and shit like that. My music is playing like this is in the background.
Wow.
And then the episode starts. So it's like you can miss it like just like that, but it's like I got the
They
check
they got to pay you.
It's $1 billion company.
No, that's fire. We mentioned PnB a couple of times. Sorry for that loss as well.
Yeah.
What was that industry love or was that like homie for real? Like how did that start?
I mean, it turned out to be love.
It starts off.
Yeah, because I mean, I didn't know him personally.
Oh, okay.
My boy Ray, he got the call. So my boy Ray, I went to a showcase and met him. He was another producer, and this dude David had introduced me to him. So it was like, yo, let's make some beats together, nigga. Like, so I went downtown one time, and I had the beat for the PnB Rock record. I made that shit in 2014, 3 years before I even got it placed. It was sitting for a while.
Wow.
People passed up on it and everything. I brought it to my boy, and I played it because he was like, yo, play me some beats. And he heard that one, and he's like, yo, this one right here, yo, send me the files for this one. I want to add some stuff to it.
Mm-hmm.
He added some stuff to it, and I got the call in Olivia's, nigga. I was in Olivia's when I got the call for the PnB Rock shit.
Wow.
Nigga, we partying hard all the way in the back, like where the fucking past the booth and shit. We back there. My boy text me, yo, where you at? I'm like, yo, I'm outside, whatever. He from Jersey. Oh, my boy Ray. He's like, nah, nigga. Go outside right now. Right now. Go outside right now. So I'm like, all right, bet. I go outside, call him. He's like, yo, PnB Rock want the I like it. We titled it I Like It because we sampled the barge I Like It. So he was like, yo, PnB Rock want that one. He did it already. I'm like, nigga, what?
Damn.
He's like, yeah. He's like, yo, I'm gonna check your email and send it to you right now. This is like 7 months. This is in the winter, but it's like 7 months before the record came out. I'm like, I bet. Check my email. I'm listening to it. I'm like, nah, get the fuck out of here.
What song was it?
Feelings.
Oh, the one that I posted yesterday?
Yeah. So it's the Feelings record. And I go back inside, and I remember telling my boy Rick, everybody that we with, like, y'all wouldn't even know the phone call that I just got. They was like, what? It's like, yo, PnB Rock want one of my beats. He just did the joint. I got the record. Mm-hmm. Everybody's fucking high. Everybody's hyped.
Turned into a new party.
Yo, yeah, a whole different party. Now we celebrating, doing shots and wilding. So, yeah. So that's how it started. And then after that, like after he found out that like I did the beat and shit like that, then it started like he followed me and shit like that, and then like he would repost, and then it started being something. Like now it's like, all right, now he fuck with us, like he's reaching out to us or whatever. We talk here and there, like shit like that. So, yeah, that's how it started. It started out industry, I guess you can say, and then got a little cooler. So.
Yeah, that was a tough loss, man. So, fucking ignorant, stupid shit.
Yeah, I got that phone call on the block. I was on the block with my boys, and matter of fact, it wasn't even a phone call. I think somebody showed me the video, and at that time, like you gotta understand, like for not only is this one of my biggest records in my career, I also gave him one of his biggest records in his career. Like that song by itself, no video. There's no video to this shit.
Yeah.
That song was the most streamed song on his whole project, his whole album.
It's a sensitive. It sounds like a real sensitive song.
Yeah.
It cuts deep.
Yeah. And we had to compete with the niggas that produced Unforgettable at that time.
Yeah.
By French Montana.
Yeah.
So the French Montana Unforgettable joint comes out.
It goes crazy.
Goes fucking bananas.
Yeah.
The niggas that produced that record did a beat for PnB Rock.
Oh.
These niggas decide to drop the shit at the same time on the same day. Like PnB Rock. He's like, yo, I'm gonna drop 2 records. I'm gonna drop Feelings, and then I forgot the other record. At the same time, we like, what the fuck? Why would you do that? Because now it's gonna take attention off of our record if you just drop it by itself. So we nervous as fuck. We like, yo, we don't even know if the record's gonna get that much love or attention that it deserves, because it's like the niggas that got the biggest record in the fucking country in the world right now
serious.
produce that the song for the other song for PnB. I forgot their names, but we're like, damn, we fucking competing with these niggas right now. Like, what the fuck? So, the shit we just watching. We just paying attention to the SoundCloud. We just kept on watching, just watching the numbers. It's neck and neck. Like, yo, all right, cool. We not getting left in the dust. Cool.
Yep.
keeps on going. Boom. Like, yo, now our shit is like this now.
Yeah.
Now we getting further and further away from these niggas. We like, yo, this is gonna be the all right, cool. This is the one, and yeah, that shit just started taking off crazy, bro. That shit started taking. And he didn't do no video. They attempted to do a video. They didn't like how it came out.
Yeah.
The video helps the song in general because it's more promotion for the song and shit like that. But no video. So I'm still kind of like upset about that because it's just like, damn, like we didn't get no video for it and shit like that. But the song still went crazy with no video.
No. As soon as I wanted to promote the episode, I'm like, that's the one I'm using.
Yeah.
I like to do something called final thoughts. You know what I'm saying? You could, just how you feel. Some inspiration for people that are just in their crib cooking. And they not there yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just let them know. Some final some good words or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I just like to do final thoughts.
Yeah. I mean, it's always about just just like you said, you could put anything. But anything you want to do, you can put your mind to it. You feel me? Chris Brown was probably one of the dudes that I grew up listening to. Definitely was the person I grew up listening to, and just always like, yo, this nigga, like this dude is so dope.
Yeah.
And I went from making beats in my crib, figuring it out by myself, to being side by side with Chris Brown in the studio. You feel me? Like, and I'm looking and I'm just like, yo, I'm really like here. You feel me? Like this, and he's acknowledging me, playing me records, asking me, yo, how you feel about this one? Yo, how you feel about this one? Like 40 records back to back, like
fire.
And it's just like that's just, if that's not inspiration to a lot of people, then I don't know what. Like from the crib, bro, by myself, just figuring it out, just teaching myself, and now I'm in the Michael Jackson of our generation. I'm in the studio with this nigga, just. You feel me? Working with him in the studio, watching him in the booth come up with a song in 10 minutes. Like, it's like, that gotta be inspiration for people. So it's just like, you could do anything that you want to do, man. You do anything. And with prayer and just, consistency as well, because people pray a lot. But prayer doesn't work if you don't put the work in. You feel me? You gotta put the work in. You have to. You can't just sit on your ass and just pray.
No.
You gotta put the work in. So, definitely pray and just put the work in, man. Just stay consistent, network, and just embrace the journey. Gotta embrace the journey. Don't try to skip over anything. I've tried that early in my career, try to skip over steps, and you just embrace the journey, and just remain and as much as you can. Everybody's not humble, but try, at least a little bit.
At least a little bit.
At least a little bit.
For real.
So yeah, man. I wanted to shout out Elliot too. Shout out to Elliot, because when it comes to like me getting my career started with the nightlife, like Elliot has definitely been somebody that's been giving me chances and shit like that, and I appreciate him. My homegirl Lex too, but definitely Elliot, like just taking chances, like, yo, I got you, bro. I'm gonna put you in position. Yo, R&B party, I bet. We on, I think, like our 6th R&B party right now, like Dawn Fest. Like, he did 2 with us, you feel me? Like, he see the vision. And I fuck with Elliot for that.
Shout out that 40.
Yeah, 40 forever. Yeah, 40 music. That's the home team right there. 40 music.
I see the hat.
See the hat, right? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's me, my boy Rick, my boy Cap, AYE. Moolah. Who else? I think that's it in 40 music. But then the 40 period, the 40 is Stars Night, the projects.
Yeah. Well, Rick told me it was because of the 40 bus, the 40, the
4240, yeah, the 42 and 40 bus, yeah, facts.
That's love. But my brother, thank you for doing this, man. It was great listening to your story.
Thank you.
It was you was inspiring me. I think I could be a fucking DJ right now. I want to be a fucking producer right now.
Man, you could do anything you want to put your mind to.
I'm
bro.
focused on this right now, man. Thank you for coming along with my journey.
Yeah, nah,
This
you,
is
man.
like this is my baby right now. So
you got something dope going on, man. I'm proud of you.
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
I've been watching for a minute and shit like that. Like I told you the other day, like yo, I've been watching your interviews with, I just saw the shit with O. I saw the shit with Nino. I saw a couple of them shits, Killer Mike. Like I saw a few of them and shit like that. So
the Killer Mike was crazy.
Yeah, it was.
We did that shit in Garden.
Word.
With homeboy walking through the camera.
Right. So yeah, I just want to say like I'm definitely proud of you. Keep doing this shit, bro. Keep going.
Yeah, I'm booked, bro. I'm booked till April.
I love it. I love to see it, bro. And
you skipped the line, by the way. It's okay. You Hollywood.
You said, I appreciate that.
I got a special list.
Word.
Yeah, a regular list, and I got the special
Right.
list.
No, I appreciate that.
You
man,
skipped everybody.
Appreciate you.
Thank you, man. But yo. Episode, I don't know what episode this is, 30, whatever. We lit, baby. Juanye, thank you.
Appreciate you. Thank you.
40 for life.
Yes, sir.